what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. So today, this week, is the last episode of Call Me Cat. I know it came out on Thursday for all of y'all, but considering I don't have cable or anything and I had to wait for it to come out the next day on Hulu, I'm like sort of like a few hours later watching it, but hey, that's fine. I already did the other episode of Call Me Cat already, so I'm fine with it. So I'm about to start playing the episode, but before I show you like me reacting to it and whatnot, I'm gonna post a little bit of the episode on my Instagram story, well, on my main one, and on my Snapchat, but I'm not gonna post it on my Snapchat story. I'm just gonna save it in my Snapchat. So yeah, this is gonna be fun, and
Here, can you believe it? It's up under
the episode's starting now.
Costume down. Photo booth, kettle corn.
Kettle corn? You should live with that. I'm in.
Great. So, how's Toll and Grumpy doing?
Oh, he secured the light around me. But when I mentioned you earlier, he clenched his fist so hard he broke the soda gun.
Well, I am undeterred. Hey Max, I'd love to see you at my cat anniversary party.
Aww.
Carter's gonna be there. My mom's coming. She's auditioning for the musical Cats at the community theater, so she's spending a lot of time at the cafe to research cat behavior. Here's your coffee, Mother. Andrew? Still undeterred. Deterred, definitely deterred. Wow, that looks amazing.
Thanks. I've been doing squats.
He just got his confidence back up. Mr. Masters. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Mommy?
Yeah.
But the oven just cracked out.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, can you think of anything worse to happen before our anniversary party?
Mr. Masters dead on Sheila's lap? I mean, it's not his fault he didn't know.
Cat, he was old, but you gave him a great life. Every time he would lay on your laptop, he would just stop working so he could sleep there.
And then you bought him his own computer so he could lay right by you.
I'd
Aw.
like to call dibs on. Not the time.
I just have that same heavy feeling in my heart that I had when my dad died. And disturbing coincidence, they both died on top of my mother.
That is not a good way to.
Remind yourself it's a cat and not a person.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know it's a cat and not a person. A cat that I love very deeply. The first cat I rescued. The only cat who knew how to pee on a potty. And you know who taught him to do that? No one. He learned just by observing human behavior. He was that smart.
Okay, I'm sorry, that came out wrong.
I'm gonna go upstairs for a little bit.
There's
Aww.
nothing I'd rather do. Well, there are some things, but once again, not the time.
And I'm gonna cancel the party. I don't even care if I don't get my deposit back on that ice cat sculpture.
I didn't want to burst her bubble, but I'm the one who taught that cat to pee on the toilet.
Ooh, this is a nice surprise. A hot chick and a gift.
A hot chick, yes. Gift, no. These are Mr. Mouser's ashes. The pet crematorium's only 2 blocks away, so I figured I'd stop by.
You didn't figure you should leave?
And then I stopped by.
Get in here with your dead cat.
I came up to bring you some dinner and to tell you I think you should go ahead with the party.
Oh, I can't. I've suffered a great loss. I'm also still really upset that Oscar felt the need to point out that animals are not people. I mean, obviously, if my house was burning down and I could only grab the baby or the cat, you know what I'd do.
Grab the baby.
What baby, Phil?
Oh my.
The imaginary baby. No, I grabbed the real cats, all of them.
Okay, I know you're in mourning, but where I come from, even a funeral is a big party to celebrate someone's life. You know, connect with each other over memories of the one we lost. In my
Aww.
family, we call them funerals.
Funerals?
Yeah, we all get together.
Oh, that's nice, Phil, but I don't think I'm there yet. Also, your relentless positivity is annoying me a little bit.
Well, roger that. I'll check on you tomorrow.
Hey,
Hey.
I'll be shocked too.
remember when my dog Winston died back in college? We stayed up all night, told Winston stories.
I remember we polished off a bottle of bourbon and I fell asleep with my legs sticking out of your doggy door because I was so hot.
Well, I'm here to return the favor.
Oh.
It's the good stuff. Don't mention it to Carter. I told him I dropped it.
Things he'll do for his
And then he
friends.
jumped him on the couch, dropped that little felt mouse in my lap, and I was actually having a crappy day, and I thought, thanks, dude, that helps.
He did that to me once with a real mouse with its head chewed off.
Oh my god.
At least the thought that counts.
Well, chewed mice aside, sometimes I think animals are better than people. Or at least easier to get along with.
I wish
Aww.
a
Very
million
complimentary. Some of it was was in Old English. You kept saying I was a true penny and straight-fingered.
I was so out of it. I even sent an email to the government asking for jury duty. Luckily, it didn't go through because I just typed in to government.
Hey, at least now I know where Brigitte stands. And it is kind of freeing.
That's exactly how I felt when you rejected me. Free.
Well, let me know if you ever need me to reject you again.
I don't think I'll ever need you to do that again.
You know I'm kidding, right?
Of course
She
I know
knows
you're
you're kidding.
It's what we do. We kid.
So it turns into a moment. Aww.
Wow, it is late. I should probably go.
Yeah, me too.
You live here.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Alright, I just need to grab one part out of the truck.
Ooh, my favorite part.
Hey, Phil. Oh, Ray, is the oven working?
No, but Ray is working my nerves.
Don't listen to this little doughboy.
Them's are fine words, Ray.
These are fine.
I'm talking about my mama's years.
Gentlemen, we could all be dead in someone's lap tomorrow. Let's not fight. Ray, can you fix the oven by tomorrow?
I can fix it before that as long as doughboy stays in his can.
Hey, leave Phil alone.
Yeah, let Phil alone. I have such a crush on him.
Aww.
You were just fighting with him.
Yeah, fighting my feelings for him. I don't know what is going on, Kat, but when he showed up to fix that oven, something deep inside of me said we were meant to be together.
I'm very interested, very invested. But can we table that for now?
Sure.
You were right. Loss can connect people. It got me and Max talking again.
I'm so
Aww.
happy to hear that. Maybe if I dust my banjo off, I can get you and Max to sing some of
He
my
has a banjo?
favorite hymns at the funeral.
I would be honored. All right, I'm gonna go to the craft store and get some supplies for a memorial board. I might even pick up a new 3D jigsaw puzzle because I've been through a lot and I think I deserve it. Randy, did you get Mr. Mouser's ashes?
Yeah, I got him. I got him.
She just realized she forgot it.
Maybe you don't got it. Phil, get her up to speed on the funeral.
If it's a fun funeral, I'm up to speed. Hey, I think I left my box of cat ashes at your house last night.
Yeah, you did. Ours in the shop. So I took a ride service to work. So it's in that car.
Ask me if you go to bed again.
I don't want to.
Sounds like a 12-fingered angel is playing my banjo. Honka.
They are, yes. Aww.
Oh, damn.
He plays the banjo?
Fingers up and down and all you want.
Excuse me?
Oh, nothing.
Aren't those flowers Oscar brought you nice?
Honestly, I've never been much of a flowers as a gift type of person. It's just another thing to watch die.
Oh my.
Damn, you're
Aw.
kind of bitchy when your cat does.
You know what doesn't die? That bourbon Max brought me.
Aww.
Uh-oh. What's your point?
I'm just saying that it's interesting to compare the way Oscar handled this tragic event in my life to the way Max has handled it.
Oh, no, 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 no. You
But there was this moment when Max and I were talking last night that I thought maybe he was gonna kiss me.
That's what it looked
I was
like.
gonna kiss you last margarita night.
You leaned in.
It's not wrong.
Grief makes people feel confusing things. You have to calm yourself, close your eyes, and focus on the guy you're getting naked with.
I could do that. Wyatt, this is
Could have asked her who she was imagining.
You left us too soon. That's a human.
It's my grandma. Her name was Lassie.
He's like,
Watch
huh?
the hand in case you get choked up and don't remember 'em.
Oh, I'm done being sad, Phil. I mean, memorial board.
Oh my gosh, I did not notice in this episode. I see Max in the end.
Oscar's gonna be late because he has a work thing? And who's gonna squeeze my hand before I recite my poem? You know, still annoyed at him, but I'm not above using him for physical comfort.
Well, I can do it, but it ends with the hand squeeze. Hello, Cat.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Mother, jeez, you scared me. You look just like Mr. Mousekers.
He was my, I felt like maybe he was tagging me. Hey, lady, you're next.
It crossed my mind as well.
Then,
While I was belting out
more of
milk.
a dog person, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
You had a dog. You act like a dog.
Are you being funny or me? What's happening?
What's
Oh.
happening is you're showing up at my girl Cat's place with your boobs and your hair and your big old teeth and confusing her, making her think you're gonna kiss her.
Did she say that?
Randy, I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, Carter and I have never spoken privately, so this must be important. Stay, dog.
Ash is 2 hours away. Says traffic's real bad on the highway.
Well, then text him back and tell him a real man will be driving on the grass.
It's all good. I got a stuff. We'll tell Kat. The Ash is already in.
But it sounds like
That looks
rice.
like it was painted by a child.
But CJ made it for me for Father's Day. I even filmed it right so the weight would be right.
This sounds like...
I've written a poem to honor my cat, Mr. Mousekers, whose passing inspired this beautiful gathering. God, feed my cat smoked salmon up there, and take him on long drives, and tell him just how great he was in all of his 9 lives. Make the days real bright for him, so he can lie out in the sun. Liven things up a little bit.
Ooh, yes. Oh no. Carter did not just do that.
Do you believe she owns this place and has a cute young boyfriend? I didn't think those two things could coexist, but I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Put a cork in it, Cat Lady.
I mean, in defense, she is dressing like a cat.
Love your poem. I bet Mr. Mousekers and Winston are probably smiling down on us right now.
But Mr. Mousekers was never really one for smiling. When he was happy, he'd look past you and rub his butt up against your arm.
I had an ex who did that.
Julia!
Not for you. Kat, I feel like I need to tell you something. Come here.
Are you mad at me again?
No.
Is it because I was pitchy during the singing?
No.
Sometimes I get pitchy because I'm caught up with my spoon.
No. I just want to clear up something about the other night when I came over. The reason Brigitte broke up with me in the first place is because she, and what was missing was a real friendship with her. Like the one we had. So, if you felt like I wanted to kiss you the other night, it's because I did.
Aww.
Did you know this and you never said anything?
I like to keep things mysterious and suspenseful.
Look, I know this is bad timing because you're dating somebody, but there's one thing I learned from you is that it's better to make a bold move. So, this is my bold move.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's speechless.
You were right. Your timing is like... yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to go splash the whole water. Masters! Is this rice?
I can explain.
You know how in the Bible things turn into other things? I believe we have a miracle on our hands.
Randy, what is going on?
Okay, see, after I picked up Mr. Mouse's ashes, I accidentally left them in a car service. And by the time I contacted the driver, he was in Chicago. Ironically, to comfort his mother who had just lost her cat.
You can't make this stuff up.
And I didn't have time to drop everything and go to Chicago.
So where is Mr. Mouskers?
Something is important to you? It's important to me.
No. Aww.
There's no kiddo fun. I haven't eaten in like 10 hours.
Go get some.
Catherine, this cat and I both dipped our paws into the shrimp cocktail at the same time. I think I found my soulmate.
Oh,
That's so
good for
sweet.
you, Mother.
She's like, should I choose, Oscar or Max? Oscar or Max? Max. Why am I saying Max? Oscar or Max? Okay, finally is my reaction for the last episode of Comic Cat, the finale. So, my whole reaction, as you saw, oh my gosh, it sucks that it's the last episode of the season, but hopefully we do get to get like a mention or whatever of when they're gonna give Comic Cat a season 2. I really hope there is a season 2 because that episode was just amazing, but also a little bit sad and emotional. And my favorite parts were Max decided to, you know, not be mad at Cat anymore and go to her apartment to comfort her with bourbon, considering they did that before when his dog died. And I love how Phil's fight with Ray was so funny. Like, I really thought it was like an actual fight or whatever, but it was just like probably a play fight for him because he was trying to fight his feelings for Ray. And also with Oscar saying that cats are just cats and they're not humans or whatever, I did kind of knew that that would strike a nerve with Cat, and she'll probably be like a little bit upset or more upset with him about that. And I love how in the first part of the episode, Cat tries to like talk to Max and try to get him to talk to her. And I thought it was so funny that that when Max was going to the men's room, Cat followed him to try to, because I guess she didn't care that it was the men's restroom. She'll do anything to try to get him to talk to her and stuff, but then later, like a few seconds later, she comes out of the restroom. That was like so funny. With Carter and Randy, oh my gosh, they are so funny too. Like, Randy going to his apartment with Mr. Mouskers, I think that's how you say his name, Ashes, and she stayed there or whatever, and then when Carter was supposed to bring him back or whatever because she forgot about them, he ends up forgetting the Ashes himself too in the car service that he took. And of course they had to like figure out how they're gonna cover it up and not let Cat know that they forgot the Ashes in the car service or whatnot, and that it was in Chicago. But then later on, after she reads her poem, after she sees her mom in full cat costume and whatnot, when she has like that one like moment talk with Max, and she accidentally knocks over Carter and Randy, and finds out that the Ashes were not ashes, they were just rice. That she finds out about that, but before she found out about it, Oscar was the first one to know about it. But it was so sweet that he was willing to go down to Chicago to get the Ashes back and whatnot for Cat. But yeah, so it's good that they explained it to Cat instead of lying to her more on it. But when Cat and the others were singing, it was so funny that Carter forgot that the box that he was holding had rice in them, but him and Randy lied that it was Mr. Mouse's ashes. And when Randy noticed that he was like shaking it, she's like trying to like make him stop before Kat figures it out that it's not ashes in there, that it's just rice. And I really love the talk between Kat and Max. I think it's so like sweet that Max figured it out why him and Brigitte never didn't last long as he thought they would. Like, it was so sweet that he mentioned that the reason why him and Brigitte didn't last or whatever is because they never had any like real friendship in the relationship too. But he had it with Kat, and I love that he finally confessed how he felt about Kat to her. And I know that's like pretty awkward for her, considering that it's like the timing's off and she's with Oscar. I know we're all like thinking, we all know that it's like that Max lost his chance and whatnot, but sometimes when they lost their chance at the beginning, later down like the line, like a couple of months later, a couple of years later, the person who lost their chance with that person gets together. So hopefully in season 2 we find out, hopefully if there is a season 2, I really hope there is, that we see how Kat deals with her being with Oscar, and also Line not telling Oscar about what Max told her and stuff. And hopefully we get to see who she would choose, Oscar or Max. I know in the last part of the reaction video, I said Mask. I was trying to say Max, but Mask came out out of nowhere. I don't know why. It was so sweet that Max confessed his feelings for her and whatnot, but I do kind of agree with him and Kat, because they both agreed about it, that the timing was off and whatnot. But he needed to tell her, because if he didn't tell her, she wouldn't know or that he felt about it or whatever. Because, you know, if they didn't like have Max tell Kat at that time, and they end up having to make Max happen to end up spilling it out to her, and like a few seasons later or whatever, she would not know that that's how he felt. But it's a good thing that he told her now. And I love how they were talking about him and Brigitte and the email that she sent to her and that she sent to the government. But what made him more sweet and romantic was that Max and Kat was looking at each other and they were having a moment. And of course, we all know that Max wanted to kiss her because he like admitted it. But it does kind of suck that he didn't actually kiss her at that moment. But hey, we'll probably get to see him kiss her again. I don't know if they're even gonna do that in season 2. I love how you're gonna just keep hearing the word love and whatever words I've been using more in this. I love how Phil was like sort of like happy and excited when he found out that Ray was playing his banjo and stuff, and he made that remark, and Ray was like, what? And he was like, nothing. Hopefully we do get to see them more in season 2 and whatnot, because this is a really funny show, and we do kind of need like shows like this in our lives a lot. And yeah, I guess that's it for my reaction. I didn't know my reaction was gonna be short and whatnot. I'm sorry if I felt kind of like nervous or whatever. I'm not nervous. It's, you know, my nose is stuffy and whatnot, but I can handle it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Other than, you know, oh, and also Mayim tweeted yesterday, Thursday, the 25th, when the episode was coming out, that she was asking, you know, all the Comic Cat fans, are you Team Oscar or Team Max? Of course, I did say who I was team for in the first and only reaction that I did of Kami Cat other than this, that I love Oscar, don't get me wrong, he's nice, he's sweet and whatnot, he's also perfect for Cat, but, you know, in reality, we all gotta realize that we're like Team Max. It's probably because he's like familiar to her. They had a history, and of course a lot of friends who have histories, they get together sometimes. Not all friends get together, but Max just gets Cat, and Cat gets Max. And I'm not saying that they should get married or whatever, because right now they're just like friends and whatnot. They can't do anything about it because she's with Oscar and he's single. But I'm forever gonna be Team Max, Team Silverbird. I don't even know what is Oscar and Cat's ship name, because we only heard about Max and Cat, considering in the first episode Carter calls them Silverbird, and then they were doing karaoke first. I don't think it was the first episode, I think it was the second episode, I believe. I have to like rewatch the season, but hopefully we can still binge watch Kami Cat for the whole entire summer until we get like news from, you know, the cast, or from Mayim or Jim Pearson. I don't even know how to pronounce some people's name, and it's, you know, I'm trying. Hopefully we get to hear some news from them if they got picked up for season 2, because we all can like admit that we love season 2. We would love to have season. Sorry if I talk fast. We love to have a season 2, and we love Kami Cat, and we love Cat and Max together. But if they have to like slow down a little bit with them before they can make them catch up, at least that's better. And hopefully we get to see more storylines between Randy and Carter. Would love to see how the relationship goes from here. More Phil and his storyline, because I know we keep hearing him talk about his mama or his siblings. Hopefully we get to meet half of them, because I don't know if you're curious, but I'm curious to know how all of his siblings looks like. I know their siblings and whatnot, but I still totally want to know how they look like and whatnot, and how their brother-sister relationship is. And hopefully we get to see more of Randy's family too, and also Carter's. I mean, we only saw his son. Hopefully we get to meet his ex-wife. I know Kat's an only child, but hopefully we do get to see her best friend, though. And hopefully Oscar stays. And before I ramble on, as I usually am in the beginning of every reaction like this, I'm gonna let you guys go on your day, night, or whatever time or whatever it is where you're at. Yeah, I guess that's it. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell to always be notified, because weekly videos are coming. It's just that there's not much that I could think of to film, considering I do stay-home videos a lot. But I do got a sheet haul to do and an Etsy haul, so look out for that. And yeah, I guess that's it. So I already said what I said earlier. But if you want to follow me on my YouTube journey and my Instagram, my social media journey, you can follow my usernames or whatever down in the description. And I hope you guys have a lovely day, like I am about to soon. And I hope you guys love this video as much as I love filming it. And yeah, I guess that's it. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.